Identify the lower class limits, upper class limits, class width, class midpoint, and the boundaries for the given distribution. So the lower class limits are the smallest numbers that can belong to each of the different classes. So for the first class, the smallest number is 0. For the second class, the smallest number is 100. Next one is 200. Next one is 300. 400, 500, and the last class, the smallest value is 600. Next, we want to find the upper class limit. The upper class limits are the largest numbers that can belong to each class. So for the first class, the biggest value is 99. So 99. Next class is 199. Next one is 299. And we have 399, 499, 599, and 699. So these are the values on the right-hand side for each class. Identify the class width. The class width is the difference between two consecutive lower values or upper values. So if we take the difference between two consecutive lower values, so 100 minus 0 gives me 100. Or you can do the difference between 200 and 100, which is also 100. So the class width is 100. Identify the class midpoints. The class midpoint are the values in the middle of each class. You can find the midpoint by adding the lower and upper limits and then taking the sum and dividing it by 2. So you can do 0 plus 99. So 0 plus 99 and then divided by 2, which gives me 49.5. So for the next class, I'm going to do 100 plus 199. So the lower value plus the upper value, you take the sum, you divide it by 2. So we get 149.5. And then it's going to be 249.5 and 349.5. 449.5, 549.5, and 649.5. Identify the class boundaries. So the class boundaries are used to separate the classes without the gap. Class boundaries split the difference between the end of one class and beginning of the next class. So the upper limit for the first class is 99, and for the lower limit for the second class is 100. So if you add them up, if you find the midpoint, if you add them up and you divide by 2, you get 99.5. So let's start. We get 99.5, and then the next one is going to be 199.5. And then we get 299.5, 399.5, 499.5, 599.5, and 699.5. And you can use the class width to find the first one since the width is 100. So if you go 100 down, you get negative 0.5. Now, identify the number of individuals included in the summary. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your frequencies and add them up. So 1 plus 52 plus 93 plus 11 plus 0 plus 1, we get 158.